Yes, guys, welcome back to your match preview. Liverpool versus Burnley, and it's on my birthday. So, if anything, Liverpool, clean sheet, few goals. Do you know what I mean? It's been a tough start to the year, in all seriousness. So, I would love nothing more than a big birthday boost, right? As you can tell by the old balloon there. It's not my birthday till Saturday on the actual day of the game. So, please, Liverpool, no messing around. I'd like an early goal, a midway goal, and a late goal, right? 3-0, please, 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 please do not let me down, brother. Right, I mean, this game is one of those, isn't it, where you'd expect Liverpool to win it. I think aggregate score between these two teams is 12-1 in the last 7 or 8 games. Burnley did obviously win at Anfield in 2021, much to the distaste of Jurgen Klopp. It was him up against Sean Dyche, wasn't it? So there's not many things I can say. I mean, we've played Burnley this season already. It was a really tough game. You know, we only won it thanks to a penalty in the last minute. I'd like a much more controlled performance. One of the quotes, I guess, that's been thrown at Liverpool this season is, even when they win, it's not that enjoyable. That has to change. That really has to change into enjoyable, controlled wins, you know. If you offered me a 2-0 right now, but the 2-0 of last season where you're never really in trouble, you kind of just cruise through and win comfortably, I'd take it all day. And once again, you know, looking at the table, this is the kind of game, you know, where you need to get your goal difference up. You know, Liverpool's goal difference isn't great whatsoever right now in the Premier League. I'm looking at it now. It's only 4 when you compare that to the Man Cities, the Arsenals. You know, Man Cities and Arsenal were both on 26 goal difference. Liverpool on 4. You know, 10 wins, 6 defeats this season. It's one of those games where there's just no space whatsoever for any kind of complacency to the level, in my opinion, that we had against Barnsley. Yes, you're playing a team that are 19th, no wins in 5, 3 wins all season. Everyone expects them to go down. But that almost, in my opinion, puts the pressure on Liverpool even more to go and deal with that team. You should be moving them aside fairly easily. Big pluses for Liverpool. Hugo Ekitike will be back in this game. We've seen already the link-up now that's starting to form between himself and Florian Wirtz, which, again, the other night, yes, it was against Barnsley, but still, it was really good to see. Again, in goal, Alisson will be back. The right back, I assume, will be Jeremy Frimpong, who actually, again, just like Flo Wirtz, is coming into, you know, a real hot streak of form, a goal, you know, a bucket of assists as well. You know, with no Conor Bradley in that team, we're going to now have to depend on Frimmy to obviously defend and shut out and get clean sheets. And he, even in himself, you know, this week alone has said he doesn't really care where he plays. He's played as a right back, he's played as a right wing back, he's played as a right forward for Liverpool already. So he is pretty much nailed on for that position now for the rest of the season. Go and nail it down, go and show us what you got. Calvin Ramsey obviously is another Liverpool right back that could be utilised at some point across the season, so we'll see how he gets on. But I'm going Alisson, Frimpong, Konate, Virgil. I'll go with Kirkez. I mean, Andy Robertson's been speaking this morning, and Paul Gorsh just reports on it here. He says, Andy Robertson has confirmed contract talks with Liverpool are underway, which is good news, but the vice-captain admits he is unsure as to what the future holds. He says, look, I need to see what myself and my family wants moving forward. He wants to be playing football. He wants to get minutes under his belt. And actually, at the start of the season, you know, when it was Kirkez, it was Robbo coming in and out of the team. I think we've got to a stage now where you are looking at Kirkez as Liverpool's first choice left back at this stage. So he's there in the midfield. Gravenberch. I'd start Dom. I'd start Maka maybe. Again, you could play Wirtz in the left position. But I would actually like to see Gravenberch, Dom. And I think for this, look, we bought Florian Wirtz to unlock the low block. We've bought him to unlock that door, right? And he's been doing it in the last few weeks, scoring and assisting. This is the game for me where I think you have, you know, the keys really in this game. Look, if we were playing Man City, it's a different question, right, at Anfield. But I think with Burnley, you know, struggling as they are, we know what kind of game plan they're going to come and use. It's going to be a low block. They're going to try and frustrate us, which is what they did successfully, by the way, when we played them earlier on in the season. So go and unlock that low block, Flo. I think I'm putting you in midfield for this one. And then it's a bit of a difficult one up top. I mean, you could go with Gakpo on the left, Hugo Ekitike through the middle, and Chiesa on the right. Again, Mo Salah will not be involved in this game. He probably won't even be involved maybe until Bournemouth away. I think there is the 3rd and 4th place playoffs in the AFCON coming up very shortly. I think he'll be playing against Nigeria in that game. So it's one of those where, you know, getting back before the Marseille game, but because of the travel and whatnot, I would say don't expect to see Mo Salah involved maybe until Bournemouth, which is next Saturday at 5:30 in a game, by the way, where he scored 2 goals last season and we won it 2-0. So Mo Salah coming back soon. That's great. He obviously goes straight into that right position, but when you're looking at the players available right now, it probably is, and it probably does leave you with Gakpo, with Ekitike and Chiesa, all right? I mean, Chiesa did have a little bit of a knock in the game against Barnsley. He was disappointed to come off, but I think in that right-hand position, you are looking at Chiesa to come in and do the job there. And then again, on the subs bench, there are loads of options in midfield. You could bring on McAllister, you could bring on, Curtis Jones as well. But when it comes to strikers at the minute, when you look to the bench for attacking players, the only option really is Rio Engamoa. And that kind of says a lot, really, about where Liverpool are at the minute in terms of, options off the bench and starting. I would like to see Ekitike just get the whole 90 minutes under his belt. No injuries, no knocks. As I've just said in this video, Florian Wirtz is my key player for this game. I'm looking at him to go and find them keys, right? Be the janitor, find the keys, unlock the door, and let's have a bit of a splurge here. Let's try and score some goals, get some confidence going before we go into Bournemouth away, before we have City at home. I mean, Liverpool fans, including myself, couldn't have chosen a better game this weekend to play than Burnley at home. I mean, I would have said Wolves, but look at the tough game they gave us a couple of weeks ago. And, they've only won 1 game all season. But Burnley, I think a massive confidence booster would be an early goal. Like I said, I just want goals. I just want goals. I'm going to be at the game. Like I said, it's my birthday. So do us a favour, Reds, and just obliterate them. Just obliterate them. But how difficult is it going to be to unlock that low block that they are going to come with, which Scott Parker is going to employ? Who is that man that is going to unlock that door? Will we get some output and some end product from Cody Gakpo? Will Frimpong, will he continue this kind of nice streak of form that we're seeing at the minute? Listen, the performance against Barnsley wasn't great for, I'm going to say, 65 minutes probably. Take away the first 2 goals and the last 2. In between that, Barnsley definitely deserved, I would say, at least 2 goals in the game. So a similar kind of setup that we're going to see on Saturday, but the quality should always come through in these games. So score prediction time. Look, 3-0 Liverpool. I think as much as I want to see a clean sheet, as much as I want to see goals, as much as I want to see 3 points on the ball for Liverpool, what I'm also trying to see in this game is a convincing performance from minute 0 to minute 98, or however many minutes get added to both halves. A convincing performance is all I'm looking for here, and that will obviously lead to a win if you do that. So 3-0 Liverpool. Let me know what you think in the chat. Let me know what you think of the lineup prediction I've just given you. Don't forget, of course, like always, we're the only Liverpool fan channel to still do the fan cams outside the ground. And also, people will be happy. That generator that people talk about that makes a lot of noise, that disrupts the audio at Anfield, right next to where we film, it's been moved on. So crisp, noise-cancelling audio from my microphones outside Anfield on Saturday. That's what I'm looking for as well. No more generators, no more hot dogs. Get your hot dogs, lads. Right? I'm not going to lie. Big them up, right? Everyone's got to work, but I'm happy that they've been moved on a little bit just so we can get the audio back on the fan cam. So you'll be happy to know that. And then, of course, we're back into another busy week next week. Marseille away in the Champions League. No easy feat that at all, and they're on fire right now. And then, of course, Bournemouth away. So 2 really tough away games coming up. Make sure you win this home game and be that guy, Florian Wirtz, that unlocks the low block. I want a convincing performance, most importantly 3 points and a clean sheet. That's all I'm asking for. But until then, of course, tomorrow we'll be back with a press conference reaction. We'll see what Mr. Slot has got to say to the media before this game. I'm going for 3-0. What are you going for? Let me know in the chat. We'll see you outside the ground. Take care.